Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today is Monday of my last week here in pediatrics, and so the video you're about to watch is me in my first week or so, just talking about kind of first impressions of pediatrics and how it was going. And then at the end of this video, I'll do a little mini recap of my time overall here so far, since I only have 4 days left, which is really sad. I've been really enjoying it, and I'm definitely going to miss the schedule, miss the preceptor I'm with, and I'm definitely going to miss the kiddos. But with that being said, without further ado, let's do a week in the life of a PA student in a pediatric rotation. And it's kind of like a week. I mismoshed a bunch of days together. I was pretty bad at filming this one because my schedule just kind of changed. Some days I wouldn't have any patients, so I didn't really film, or some days I'd have half days, so it really wasn't much to do. So it's kind of all over the place, but I do talk about what I see. Sorry, there's someone cutting a tree over here. But I hope you guys enjoy, and if you have any questions, you can always leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to get back to them.
Hello everyone. So I haven't been great. I haven't done I did emergency medicine, a day in the life type of thing yet. I'm still going to do that, but I thought I would talk about my first couple days, and then I'll do another day of this week, and then do kind of a week in the life. There's a car going by. But anyways, I was sick the first week that I was supposed to be in peds, so I only now have 5 weeks left. So I started Monday when I should have started last Monday. So I'm only 2 days in, it's Tuesday, but so far it's been so much fun. There are 2 different locations, so I go between the 2, and mostly I've worked with this certain PA, but I also work with one of the doctors and then one of their NPs that they have. But it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of mixture of sick visits and then also well child checks. So it's kind of bounces back and forth, just depends on the day that day. So the youngest patient I've seen was 5 days old, super cute, just for a well child check. And then the oldest so far has been 15. But like I said, it's only been 2 days, and they do go up to, I believe, 21 at this clinic. So I'm sure I'll see a lot more of that, but I haven't had to deal with that kind of patient population yet. It's been mostly kids. Some sick visits, kind of coughs and colds type of thing. And then just a lot of monthly checkups, and their vaccinations and stuff like that. A lot of COVID vaccines right now, but that's kind of been the majority of it. So the first day I didn't have another student with me, but the second day I did. So for today we just kind of split patients, so she'd see one patient, I'd see the next, and then she'd present her patient, which means while I was getting my history, she was presenting. So it's kind of a little stacked thing, so it worked out really well. And we both got to do independent seeing people, but then also got to present and do everything. So like I said, it is only day 2, so I definitely have a lot more time. I have 5 weeks total for this rotation, so I have a lot of more learning to do, a lot more pediatric cases to see, but I will do a day in the life, or kind of just show or talk more about my everyday type of routines once I get a little bit more into it. And then I'll create a video I did for emergency medicine, talking about a week in the life of a pediatric PA student. Then I'll do a Q&A, and then kind of an overview video. So there'll definitely be more to come, and I will record more. Obviously with all these videos I have to be HIPAA compliant and just make sure everyone is protected, so I don't film inside the clinic or film any forms or anything like that, but I can kind of talk about everything, and I'll record myself at lunch and break that down, break my day down and kind of explain what we did. But so far I've been really enjoying peds. It is a little monotonous, but I like it, and the kiddos are absolutely adorable. They make your day better.
Hello everybody, it is Wednesday, so now I'm on my 3rd day of peds. I'm in my car at lunch. Don't pay attention to all of the stuff I have back there. It's all stuff that I had in my emergency medicine rotation, and I forgot to take it out of my car, so it's extra scrubs and all that stuff. But peds is going really well. I've kind of already talked about it a little bit. Today's been the same. It was a little less patients, but I had a couple of 2 the siblings in there, so I saw them both at the same time, so it took a little while. Today's been mostly sick visits, but it's a lot of cough and colds, common things, nothing too serious. I haven't seen anything serious really yet, or anything that we need to send anybody to the ER. Have one ortho thing, but mostly just kind of congestion, cough, cold type of thing. It's that time anyways, so that's what it has been, but nothing COVID related so far. I think people are understanding kind of take that somewhere else or like to call in first, so I haven't seen too much of that. But a lot of well-child checks, which I think are really fun. I kind of talked about it, but like you have like all of like the developmental things you get to ask and kind of all those fun things, and I enjoy asking that. But other than that, it hasn't been too crazy. This obviously is not like a super procedure heavy rotation. I got to watch a circumcision. Obviously I did not help in that at all, but I got to watch the doctor do circumcision, and that was pretty cool. But beyond that, I haven't really seen anything. There hasn't really been any type of procedures or anything, but I didn't come into this rotation expecting to have any procedures. Pediatrics, especially just like an outpatient, is just mostly sick visits and then well-child checks, and those aren't anything. Immunizations at the most, but we don't give them, the MAs give them. So I'm just learning how to do physical exams on little kids, babies, how to move them around, what to look for, how to do like a special test, all that kind of stuff. So it's been fun learning that. I'm liking pediatrics so far, but I also I'm not gonna lie, I do like more hands-on procedure stuff. So we'll see. I don't know if peds is right for me. I'm still only 3 days in, so I can't really have an opinion on that. But I'm interested to see how I like it as time goes on. So I'm sitting right now, like I said, I'm on lunch, but I'm sitting right now at a park that's across the street from where the office is, and I'm waiting for my mom. She's gonna meet up with me. My rotation's like only like 15 minutes from where my parents live, so I left some stuff at home when I was staying there when I had my last rotation, so she's gonna come bring that by. And it's so weird to have a lunch in emergency. Like, you don't really get a lunch, it's not a thing. But this office, I have an hour and a half lunch, so I'm like been on lunch for like a half hour and I still have an hour left, so it's kind of crazy. But it's nice to have like a little midday. I get to, do my own thing, get to drive if I want to go pick up lunch or see my mom or come home, whatever it is. So I'm enjoying that aspect of having like a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday type of role. So that's kind of nice. We could do a quick outfit of the day check because I'm doing business casual. It's either business casual or like regular fitting scrubs, no skinny scrubs or joggers, and I don't have that many pair of regular scrubs, so I was like, I would just stick to business casual. So I have a tie shirt that is shredded, but we're not going to worry about it because this is a thrifted top, and then my polka dot pants, and then I'm wearing just like black little loafers. Don't get me wrong, I love business casual stuff that's in colors, but I think colors look so good on everyone else but me. So I stick to mostly blacks, whites, and like grays, very neutral colors. And I've been I've thrifted a lot of my like business casual stuff, a lot of tops especially, but I'm still trying to expand on my wardrobe. So if you have any recommendations, especially for a tall girl, where to buy business professional, business casual clothes, especially pants, please leave a comment because I am looking for somewhere else to buy some clothes from. Hello, beautiful people. It is Friday, so I am on my lunch, and yesterday was a half day, so which is weird to be like Thursday half day and then work full Friday, but it is what it is. Yesterday I was with a doctor, today I'm with a PA again that I've been with for the first 3 days. And this morning I saw about 4 people, a couple well-child checks, and a couple sick visits. Once again, cough, cold, congestion, fever. Except this one's like a little one, so then we ended up doing more lab work and stuff, since when they're little, especially if they have a fever like 3 months and kind of under, they like to do lab work and chest x-ray just to rule out like sepsis or pneumonia or anything like that. So that was kind of it, and then the rest were just well-child checks, and it was all normal, nothing abnormal, just routine vaccinations and stuff like that. So this rotation has been nice to practice like the vaccination, don't know why I cannot say that word right now, vaccination schedule. Theirs is like, not that it's different from the CDC, but they have like kind of a little bit of a different way that they go about it. So it's interesting learning like different kind of, there's like variants and different kind of times that they do things. But anyways, trying to learn that milestone, still trying to learn on the well-child checks. When we do them, I have like a piece of paper that kind of has a list of all of them, so I'm still learning them, but it is kind of like a little cheat, so I need to be better about making myself but But other than that, nothing crazy going on. So I would say peds, because I was emergency medicine for my last rotation. Peds, boring is not the right word, but it's just more monotonous. It's very routine things, and if anything is abnormal, it's very mild. It's not life-threatening or need to do labs like stat or anything like that. So I was talking to my parents about this, and like I can see where emergency is like always something interesting. You're always like have 10,000 things to do, and your day is like busy, and you have procedures and stuff, and I can see like the draw of that. But then also I was thinking, when I'm like older and like have a family and other things going on in my life, that having a more routine like job like in pediatrics or like family medicine, where other people might think it's boring, it might be nice just to have that kind of like calm routine where you come in and not everything is just kind of going to shit. Like an emergency department, things can go south so quickly with like multiple of your patients that you have. So I can see why being in peds, where it's a little bit more like calm, would be nice to have, or nice to like be in. So I still, obviously it's only my second rotation, and I still need to experience other specialties and other settings to kind of make sure what I want. But I can see both sides of the coin, so it's kind of hard for me to give like a real opinion on it, and that is what rotations are for. This is why, I mean, this isn't just why obviously we need to learn the medicine, but this is an important time for people to kind of discover these things about themselves and kind of figure out what's best for them. So I'm looking forward to like finishing this rotation out and like working in other specialties and seeing if I kind of relate, or I can see myself more in like a chaotic field like emergency or something like that, or if I like kind of more of this day-to-day scheduled hour and a half lunch type of vibe. But all right, I have like another 45 minutes left of my lunch. I'm gonna watch another episode of Schitt's Creek, kind of just relax a little bit and finish out my day, and then I have my weekend to be free. I need to clean my room, get my life together, meal prep for the next week, log my patients, do some Rosh questions, and that's about it. Good morning, it is Monday. I am perpetually early to this rotation because I feel like the traffic can go either way. It can be really bad because there's a lot of like construction on the freeway right now. So I tried to leave early, and every single day I've been like 25-30 minutes early, which I'm okay with. I'd rather be early and like relax, drink my coffee, you know, do all of that. And it's funny because I get here like around like 8:30, and then technically I'm supposed to be here at 9, so I go in at 9, and then we don't even see our first patient till like 9:30 usually. So I have like a full hour like when I get here of me just kind of relaxing, catching up on charting, all that kind of stuff, and then 9:30 is when it gets started. And usually the other student is here with me, so like we split patients, and so she sees like half of them too. So it's just a very relaxed rotation so far. So outfit of the day is really nothing special. It's literally just a top that's like barely making it business casual, and then black slacks. And I'm trying to find, I think I already said this in the video, that I'm trying to find better black slacks because these are like ankle ones. So those are already, they're tall size too, but the ankle ones are supposed to be at your ankle, but because I'm just a little bit taller and would require pants that are a little bit longer than even their tall size, they're just at an awkward length on me. So I want to find some more like trousery pants, because these are kind of like the stretchy ones. I want to find more trousery pants that actually fit me. So I think today, like during like off time or at lunch or whatever, I'm gonna try to do some search of some tall trouser pants for business casual, because my next rotation is also business casual, so I need to just step up my game a little bit. Anyways, I wanted to talk about this morning. It was absolutely a beautiful morning. I woke up, I like slept in just a little bit. I had my coffee, breakfast. It was amazing. My drive here was a little rainy, and I love rain. So I got to see just sprinkles and hear that in my car. And then I looked over to the left, and all the hills were all green and cows were eating on them, which like, I feel like that's something that they were just grazing, and I feel like I don't see that often, or I don't look, but their hills are greener now because of the rain, which they're never green like that. And then I was driving, there's a rainbow, and it was beautiful. And today's a holiday, so the freeways were like completely empty, and it was great. It was a lovely morning, and I'm hoping for a lovely day at the clinic. So this is where I sit and I just got my iPad and I'm doing, well right now I'm doing some stuff that I'm a mentor for the pre-PA club, so I'm doing stuff like that. And then afterwards I'm going to chart a couple of patients I did finish charting last shift, and then start studying. I'm making a chart, so I'm doing that. Okay, so good morning again. I guess now it's afternoon. So good afternoon now. It is lunchtime, and this morning, typically I see like 4 or 5 patients in the morning. And today I saw a big 0. I saw no patients. Everybody must have slept in. It's a rainy day. It's Martin Luther King Day. So it must have been a very slow morning for everyone and nobody wanted to come in. So I had a longer lunch than normal. And I decided to go thrift shopping at Goodwill while I was on my lunch break because there's one not too far from here. And I just got a couple sweaters and some long sleeve shirts. Majority of like the rest of my rotations are business casual. And I do have some business casual, but I need to step it up. I'm trying to look fancier, more put together. My pants that I have are nice, but they don't look like super fancy. They don't fit that great. So I'm working on getting a better pair of those. But got some shirts and now I have a couple minutes left and then I'm gonna go in, and I wonder if it's gonna be like that for the rest of the day. I've heard like people don't really like come in when it's rainy, but also being a holiday, they probably just wanted to relax and I don't blame them. But all right, I am going to, I think I have like 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna go inside. And yep, that was my morning. Absolutely nothing eventful. Still haven't seen any patients, so I am studying. Good morning. I just got to clinic, so nothing has been different since the last time you saw me. Yesterday I had a couple patients after I had that morning where I had no patients, so I was kind of just to see a few. But today's a new day, not a holiday, so I'm sure people will actually come in. I just want to show you my new shirt that I got when I was thrifting yesterday. So it has this houndstooth pattern on the sleeves and on here. Haven't buttoned this one yet because it took me forever to button the other one, so we're working on it. After this I will do it, but I'm here 25 minutes early, so just gonna chill and then go inside and then hopefully have a maybe more productive day. Okay, so that was kind of a week in the life of a PA student in pediatrics. I knew it was kind of all over the place, and I like filmed some days and then didn't even finish filming that day. But basically a lot of it has just been, well, child checks, coughs, colds, nothing too insane. I'm on, like I said, this is my Monday of my last week, so I only have 4 days left, including today. And it still kind of remained that way throughout the following weeks after I filmed these past like little snippets. So it's been very relaxed. I really enjoyed my preceptor. I enjoyed the locations that I was at. The patients were all awesome. Pediatrics like wasn't really on my list before in terms of specialties or areas that I was thinking about practicing, and it's definitely on my list, or at least in the back of my mind, because I did enjoy the schedule, the cases you see, enjoy the kids. It really brightened my day every single time I came here. So I really enjoyed it. I'm really sad to be ending this one, but I'm pretty excited about my next one because it is a specialty I really like, so just stay tuned to see what that's in. And like always, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment below or DM me or anything on Instagram. But all right, I gotta go into clinic now. I hope you have a really great day, night, whenever you're watching this, and be sure to subscribe and then follow me on Instagram for more content. I post more updates about my rotations and stuff and like more of the day-to-day there because it's just easier. I love YouTube and I love the format, being able to talk more, because obviously I can talk a lot, but it's sometimes hard for me to edit and film during rotations and still like take the time to learn and study and all that, so it can be a bit challenging. So if you want more content with all of this, or just more day-to-day tidbits and stuff about rotations and pre-PA advice, I recommend following me on my Instagram at whitecoatchasing. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, whatever it is.